Welcome to our discussion on interpersonal dynamics. Today's topic delves into the complexities of family relationships, where the threads of trust, betrayal, and confrontation intertwine. Our narrative unfurls with the protagonist, a 15-year-old girl confronting a moral dilemma. Am I the antagonist for unveiling my father and stepmother's deceit before my siblings and stepsiblings? Set against the backdrop of familial strife, our protagonist navigates the aftermath of her parents' separation and the subsequent introduction of a blended family. Amidst the rural serenity of their farmstead, tensions simmer beneath the veneer of familial camaraderie. The inciting incident, a candid exchange over dinner, unravels the facade of domestic harmony. As conversations meander, the protagonist's father and stepmother unwittingly unravel a tale of infidelity. In a moment of unbridled candor, the protagonist challenges the sanctity of her father's moral authority. With unwavering resolve, she confronts the hypocrisy veiled beneath their scornful judgments. In a tumultuous crescendo of emotions, the truth emerges, shattering the fragile equilibrium of familial bonds. The echoes of betrayal reverberate through the hallowed halls of their shared history, leaving scars that defy facile reconciliation. In the crucible of familial strife, the protagonist emerges as a harbinger of truth, wielding her words as a beacon of righteousness amidst the shadows of deceit. Yet, the repercussions of her actions remain cloaked in uncertainty, casting a pall over the fragile tapestry of familial ties. As we navigate the labyrinthine corridors of human relationships, let us ponder the weight of truth and the consequences of unmasking the shadows that lurk within the recesses of familial bonds. For in the crucible of adversity, true resilience emerges, forging bonds that withstand the tempests of deceit and betrayal. With a bitter laugh that echoed the bitterness of his soul, he hurled his defiance into the maelstrom of familial discord. "You're a congregation of malevolent hypocrites," he spat, the words dripping with venomous disdain. "May you revel in the ruin you've wrought, Jay, for you've torn asunder the fabric of our once happy existence. Merry Christmas," he added, the irony dripping from his lips like acid, a bitter salutation in the face of shattered illusions. Retreating to the sanctuary of solitude, he sought solace in the embrace of darkness. With trembling hands, he reached out to the one beacon of solace amidst the storm, his mother. In the quiet refuge of her presence, he found respite from the tempest raging within. Yet, the specter of uncertainty loomed large, casting a pall over the fragile sanctuary of maternal love. As the echoes of his defiance reverberated through the corridors of familial estrangement, he grappled with the weight of his convictions. Was he the harbinger of truth, or merely the architect of his own undoing? In the aftermath of his proclamation, the tendrils of estrangement tightened their grip, ensnaring him in the web of familial discord. His father's pleas echoed through the void, a desperate lamentation for absolution in the face of irredeemable transgression. With a steely resolve born of unyielding defiance, he stood firm against the onslaught of recrimination. "You made a decision, not a mistake," he retorted, the words a testament to the unyielding resolve of wounded pride. Yet, amidst the turmoil of familial discord, a glimmer of hope emerged, the unwavering solidarity of maternal love. With each passing moment, he found strength in the embrace of unconditional affection, a beacon of solace amidst the tumultuous seas of familial strife. "She clung to me desperately, tears cascading down her cheeks like silent rivers of sorrow. Despite her pleas, I knew I had to depart, leaving behind the comforting embrace of familiarity for the unknown expanse of the horizon. With a tender smile, I scribbled my contact details onto a scrap of paper, a lifeline tethering us across the chasm of separation." Her apologies echoed in the hollow chambers of parting, a lamentation for the fractured bonds of friendship. Yet, I reassured her, tenderly caressing the wounds of her guilt. "It wasn't your fault," I murmured, the words a balm to soothe the ache of farewell. "We'll reunite soon," I promised, a beacon of hope amidst the shadows of uncertainty. In the tapestry of reminiscence, echoes of childhood reverberated through the corridors of memory. The tale of a friend's mother unfurled, a clandestine liaison shrouded in deception. With a cloak of innocence, she wove a web of deceit, masking the truth beneath layers of illusion. As the years unfurled, revelations emerged, casting asunder the veil of deception. The truth, a shard of shattered illusion, pierced the veneer of familial bonds. In the crucible of revelation, friendships fractured, identities unraveled, and the specter of betrayal loomed large. With the clarity of hindsight, patterns emerged, intricacies woven into the fabric of deceit. The daughter, a living testament to clandestine liaisons, bore witness to the sins of her progenitors. In the labyrinth of genetic inheritance, truths lay concealed, awaiting the light of revelation. As the saga unfolded, alliances shifted, allegiances wavered, and the tides of destiny ebbed and flowed. The mother, a figure of scorn and betrayal, embarked on a journey of redemption guided by the hand of newfound love. The tangled web of familial dynamics unravels in a narrative fraught with tension and discord. At the heart of the storm lies a mother-in-law's fervent obsession, a love tinged with shades of unhealthy fixation born from the ashes of a bitter divorce. Yet, beneath the veneer of familial camaraderie lies a tempest of resentment and suspicion. The husband and wife find themselves cast adrift in a sea of hostility, buffeted by the winds of misunderstanding and mistrust. God's inscrutable designs seem to cast a shadow over their union, as whispers of betrayal and deceit poison the well of familial bonds. The specter of judgment looms large, as accusations and recriminations tear at the fragile fabric of their shared existence. The husband, once a stalwart ally, now stands accused of complicity in his mother's machinations. His silence, a damning indictment of complicity, leaves the wife adrift in a sea of uncertainty. The mother-in-law's new paramour, Scott, emerges as a harbinger of discord, his disdain for the couple palpable in every barbed remark. His derision, a testament to the festering wounds of familial strife, threatens to tear asunder the fragile bonds of kinship. In a kitchen suffused with tension, the wife confronts her mother-in-law, her words a clarion call for justice in the face of injustice. Yet, her pleas fall on deaf ears, as the mother-in-law's allegiance wavers, torn between loyalty to her son and the siren song of newfound love. As Thanksgiving looms on the horizon, the wife stands firm in her resolve, a beacon of defiance amidst the tumult of familial discord. Her decision to bar Scott from their gathering is met with mixed reactions, as alliances shift and loyalties are tested. All right, let's break it down. You and your hubby hit a rough patch, bunking with his mom who's not keen on kids, hence her disappearing ex. Now, you've got your own spot but not a ton of cash. So your grandma's footing the bill for the holiday grub while you play host. Enter Scott, the quintessential classist jerk, and your mother-in-law, who's not winning any medals in the kindness department either. They rake in the dough but turn up their noses at food stamp fare. If they're so picky, they should chip in for dinner or throw the shindig themselves. Your in-laws are playing the peacemaker card, which translates to them expecting you to suck it up. Your hubby needs to step up and lay down some boundaries with his mom. This whole setup is just mean, and Scott's bullying antics are straight up toxic. Your mother-in-law seems to relish in the drama, likely because her ex never had her back. As for Scott, he's rude and elitist. If you did overstay your welcome, that's a family matter, not his business. Your house, your rules. If you don't want them there, they stay out. It's not about making your mother-in-law happy at the expense of your own sanity. If she's got issues, she should speak up like an adult, not run to Scott for sympathy. She spilled her guts to him about the living situation but didn't bother to clue you in? That's not cool. Communication goes a long way, even if it's uncomfortable. If she had a problem, she should have said so instead of playing the sympathy card with Scott. Bottom line, stick to your guns. Scott's a jerk, and your mother-in-law's spineless. Their happiness shouldn't trump yours. Hold your ground, and let them figure out their own drama. You're not the jerk here. It's a tough spot you're in. The aftermath of the Thanksgiving drama has left a lingering resentment, and now you're dealing with a family dynamic that's less than ideal. Original poster, don't let disrespect become the norm. Whether it's family or not, you deserve better. As for the food stamp fiasco, even that could have been handled with more finesse. A simple, polite inquiry about handling meal costs would have sufficed. Instead, they chose hostility over tact, creating unnecessary tension. Now, on to the next tale, a peculiar request from your brother. He wants to turn your house into a makeshift delivery room. At first, you're baffled, but he explains the lack of a suitable birthing space in his apartment. It's an odd request, and you're left grappling with the discomfort it brings. Your brother seems to believe you should be honored by the proposition. However, you're unsure about leaving them alone in your home during such a personal moment. It's not about a lack of goodwill. It's about the strangeness of the request and your concerns for their safety. You're not experienced in childbirth, and the absence of medical professionals in this scenario worries you. Your brother and his girlfriend insist on the importance of the mother's comfort and paint you as the potential bad guy if you decline. But your discomfort and preference for a hospital setting are valid. It's not being a jerk, it's setting boundaries based on your comfort level. The prospect of a first-time birth without medical backup in your home is unsettling. You're not the a-hole for wanting them to choose a more conventional and safer option, a hospital. Trust your instincts, and don't let guilt sway your decision. It's quite a conundrum you're facing. The prospect of turning your home into a makeshift maternity ward brings with it a slew of complications. And even if everything goes smoothly, there's no guarantee of swiftly reclaiming your space. Suggest they seek guidance from a doula or medical professional before making any decisions. There's simply no need for you to lend your home for this purpose. You won't be the jerk for declining such a strange request. This whole situation raises more questions than answers. How far do they live from you? Would they expect to camp out at your place for the last leg of her pregnancy? Babies have a knack for arriving when they darn well please, not on a predetermined schedule. It's not like making a dinner reservation for 7 p.m. next Tuesday. Do they have a midwife? Where will she stay? Who's providing the supplies? They live just 15 minutes away from you, and while they estimate 3 months left, it's all guesswork since they haven't consulted a doctor. Plus, no midwife will assist them at home. It's a felony in your neck of the woods. Your brother's girlfriend insists they'll come prepared with everything they need, but it sounds like they've exhausted other options and now your brother's trying to strong-arm you. Trust me, witnessing childbirth at a hospital is intense enough. Your bathtub isn't equipped for such events. It's curious that they've only approached you, especially when your mom hinted she'd be on board if she had the space. But using an apartment or hotel is out of the question due to potential attention and legal issues. Your mom's eager, but it's your call, not hers. On to the next saga, your father's birthday dinner. Typically, he takes the reins in the kitchen, but you graciously offered to whip up something special. It's a simple gesture of love and appreciation for the man who's the culinary maestro of the family. Your dinner preparations were well underway, meticulously planned to ensure a delightful evening with your family. But as the clock ticked towards dinner time, an unexpected twist disrupted the tranquility of the occasion. It began innocuously enough, a call from your brother, requesting a last-minute addition to the guest list, his wife. Naturally, you obliged, eager to extend the warmth of familial bonds to include her presence. However, the harmony was short-lived as dietary complications arose. Your brother revealed his wife's severe allergy to the main ingredient of the dish you were preparing. With the culinary canvas already painted, altering the recipe seemed an insurmountable task. Yet, you offered alternatives and reassurances, inviting her to bring her own sustenance. Despite your efforts, tensions simmered as your brother voiced his discontent. His demands clashed with the practicalities of the situation, leaving a bitter taste in the air. His wife's absence hung like a shadow over the festivities, casting a pall of discord over the table. In the aftermath, his reproachful text lingered, questioning your decision not to bend to accommodate his wife's allergy. But in truth, you had already embarked on a culinary journey, and altering course at such a late hour would have spelled chaos. You acted with reason and consideration, offering solutions within the constraints of the circumstance. Your brother's failure to communicate effectively and adapt to the situation does not render you the jerk in this scenario. It's a reminder that flexibility and foresight are paramount in navigating the delicate intricacies of familial gatherings.